in our industry, or in the world, there's inflation. And in our industry, we're getting a big hit with inflation as respects to rising aircraft values and also the other end of it, repair cost that comes along with these values. And especially in insurance, we get claims. So the repair of cost for claims is significantly increasing. How do you guys see this on the broker side? And do you have any questions that are asked from insureds that you guys basically get handcuffed with or tied up dealing with it, even though they didn't have a claim?
You know, it's interesting that you bring this up because we just did a talk about this at an Argus convention recently for a bunch of clients. And I think the key is to inform the client, hey, you're seeing these aircraft values go up. Therefore, you're seeing yourself have to raise them on your insurance, and you're seeing the cost of your insurance go up a bit. But also, it's going to affect you from a claim standpoint. So that $60,000 repair might now be $160,000. The other thing we're seeing is like long lead times. So we've still got a really long lead time to get that repair work done. And we're seeing increased pay for mechanics because there's a huge labor shortage. So when you combine the increased cost of the actual part, the long lag time, and then the increased pay for any sort of technician or mechanic, all of those costs are just skyrocketing. And I was talking to a market maybe 3 weeks ago, and they were telling me that a repair that used to be, you know, let's say $100,000 is now 250% of that just because it has to go to Canada, it has to come back. The other issue that we're seeing is almost like a preemptive tariff, where as soon as tariffs were announced, we started seeing our clients get repair costs that had tariff line items on them. And so we'd have to go and we'd have to ask, and the carriers would have to ask, was this really paid or is this preemptive because you know there's a tariff coming? And we were successful getting some of those tariff line items removed because they hadn't actually paid a tariff. They were just hearing that one was coming about. So I think it's really on us to pay attention to all of that as everything's changing and all of these tariffs change, and make sure that our clients aren't getting unfairly penalized for something that wasn't actually paid.
Yeah, it's the head of claims here at IAT, you know, keeps us very informed. I think you're very familiar with Jessica, but she's good at doing so. And it's crazy to hear the numbers that are being tossed across the table.